Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with a click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, so dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, we straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the facade. My entourage be on the job, my energy. 50 tripping and 10 boots. As they cook my game plan, let my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that the Knicks we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We create the logo with those headspace that appear like square space. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's any Jacksons on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine on Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go,
in the
let's go.
building. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Yeah, what's good, everybody? Knicks Field Talk Game Day. We in the building. Divine, Child College, Knicks down in Washington, man, and the Knicks capital night against the Washington Wizards. We're gonna get the pop and get into the game, man, and all that good stuff, man. I hope everybody had a good Friday. You know, y'all believe in that Friday 13th stuff. There it is today. But anyway, salute to y'all, man. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. On Core Mega, Allah Wise, JJ, everybody, man. Salute to you, Cat, for coming in, man, early. Appreciate y'all. Child Powers, what's good, man?
Salute Divine. Salute chat. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Knicks got a game down in the Washington White Nation capital. Like I said tonight, guys, going up against the Washington Wizards, looking to make it 2 games in a row. Should be a pretty interesting game, man. I think it's something that we should handle pretty well, knowing that they have guys out down there and everything like that. So we're gonna go down there and go hard and represent, try to get this 24th win and remain in that 6th spot, man, with Miami on our heels and the Pacers on our heels, and we get into all that later on. But I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to get this thing popping. See if we can go ahead and get the victory, man, and get us 24 wins, like I said, and just move up another notch in the standings, man. And see if we can maintain these winning ways over the last 20 games, 14-6, playing pretty well. So I'm really excited about tonight's shot, Powell. Let's hope that we can go down there and put some work in down there and execute the game plan for Luke, man, to win the game. That's it.
Yeah, man, this is a good game for us tonight. I hear that they have a couple of players that might be out tonight. You know, like a Porzingis. I think he has some bruised ribs or something like that. A couple of their guys, you know, but it's you know, it's next up, you know what I mean? And you know, we got to go out there and regulate, you know what I mean? The fan base down in Washington is very New York friendly, you know what I mean? So, and I also know salute to the MBK fam that's down there. I think Sim was doing something this weekend. I think he was doing something in Washington, something like that. So salute to them. Hope that we go out there and get real loud, get real gritty, and get a good win tonight.
Yeah, I think so, man. It's going to be an important game for the Knicks overall. It seems like every game is important, but you always want to win the game to get another game up in the win column, man, and keep building off that. You know what I mean? And right now we've been building off it. Some of our key players been playing well. They came back, had a good game the other night. Defense been playing pretty stellar. Mitchell Robinson had an awesome game the other night. 2 blocks, 5 steals. I mean, he was putting his work in and everything. So you know, I'm really looking forward to you guys going down there tonight in Washington, man, and invade the Capitol and get it popping, man. Superman Ron, John, what's popping, my brother John? What's good? Good to see you, my man. Salute to you as well. Nick fan, Ron and John always in the building, man. Appreciate your cats coming in tonight. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to the game tonight, man. Can't take it for granted. It's a trap game to me. No Bradley Beal and guys like that. I'll go over the itinerary in a minute. We talk about what's on the starting lineup and injury report and the tail of the tape. But it still could be a trap game because you know, you got some of their key players out. Bradley Beal, like I said, with the hamstring. You know, that's their big time max player there. You know what I mean? And the Porzingis is questionable. I'm quite sure. I hope he played tonight. You know, I had him in the starting lineup tonight. So let's hope that, you know, it was a lot of their team is questionable. We can get into that, man. But should be a good game tonight. It just should be a good game overall. You can't take the guys lightly because they still got Kyle Kuzma down there, Monte Morris. They got some guys down there who can put the ball in the hole, Mortimora down there and all them guys. So, you know, we got to see how they're going to hold this thing down. But I think they're going to play pretty hard tonight and leave it all out there. They play pretty well on the road, you know, compared to playing at home. Seems like they're more comfortable on the road this year And maybe we go down there tonight. And not maybe. I just noticed the game we should win with the plethora of injuries they got and the questionable lineups. And he said JJ said Monte is out. So to me, this should be a no-brainer for the Knicks tonight. It really should be one of the games we go in there, execute, and win the game, and get over to Detroit on Sunday so we can let the Knicks knock Detroit or hopefully get ready for the Giants for a 30 playoff game. So Sunday going to be lit. So let's see if they go down there today and handle their business tonight, Shop House, first and foremost. And yeah, Cash Out. Hey, Sutu, I'm glad you came in. Hey, Cash Out, you got that Cash Out dominance in you because you called that the other day, brother. I've been waiting all the next game to get it in to get Cash Out and flowers. Cash Out pretty much called RJ numbers the other night. Dead on. He might have. I don't even know if he missed a rebound more or less, but good one, Cash Out. Man, that was a real good thought right there, man. He definitely dropped 27 the other night, so you definitely was on point with that. But yeah, man, the game tonight should be pretty good, man. I think we go down there, Shop Howell, to handle our business.
Yeah, sorry, Divine. Like you said, Divine. This could be a trap game, so we don't need to fall into the trap. You know what I mean? Let's get out there. Control the pace. Get down there and bang the boards, get all the rebounds that we can. And when we make it to the free throw line, hit those free throws, man. We had an excellent return game from RJ the other night, and I'm glad that I talked all the opposites of what I wanted, what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to be rusty. I thought he was going to miss some shots. I thought he wasn't going to be able to lay the ball up, and all those things were on the other side. The yin to the yang. And he came out. He was stellar. Hit 4 3-pointers. Like shout out, Cash Out James. Scored 27 points. Shout out, Cash Out James. And really played some good basketball. You know what I mean? So, we still working our way back into what we doing. We got a good way of how we rotating things again. But for me, as a Knicks fan, I hope that Tibbs sees how we see how we talk about Sims. Our heart is giving me some agina. He's starting to make my stomach turn. Feel like I got gastritis every time. Sometimes when he goes up for the basket and stuff like that. He is a great basketball. I mean, he is a good basketball player. But he's not athletic. He's right. A big body, but he's not athletic. You know what I mean? And I think it's time for us to see what Sims can come out there and do in that second unit.
Yeah, real talk. It was interesting before when RD was down, he was giving Sims and Harkenstein some minutes together, but it seemed like he went to that back to that 9-man rotation was playing well, 14 to 6, so it's hard to question with the way he was playing with that thing. Ever since they went that way, they've been pretty much fourth in the NBA in defense, and almost like you missed some in the offense, whatever the case may be. The numbers are pretty nice on the side. So let's hope that these guys just stick to the game plan and keep rolling. But I believe I would love to see Sims in there, man. But it's tough, man. When you got a coach who plays the way he believes in his system. You know what I mean? And right now, his system got us in six in the Eastern Conference and got us over 14. So ever since he went to that rotation, the Knicks have been excelling. So it's hard. It's hard to kind of like, man, you want to do this, but at the same time, the shit is working though. You know what I mean? It's working, and they being talked about. Knicks Morning Brew, what's popping, my brother? What's good over there? Knicks Morning Brew in the building. Salute to you. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, man, Shy, it's tough on Jericho Sims, man, because when he in there, he tried to go in there and make it happen and give us good energy, man. Good for him. Likewise to you, as well. Yeah, Jericho Sims, he gives us that energy and everything like that, and he still some things he got to learn because he get beat sometimes on certain things, or that's why I was saying it earlier. I wish he had the energy that Harkenstein had. He'll be a monster, but Harkenstein got energy, man. That cat, if Jericho Sims could get that type of energy and things like that, I think he'll get it though. But the Knicks signed up for it. They know what they got in him, so I'm happy with that. But let's see, man. Let's see how if he gets a minutes. I hope so. Maybe not, but not. But like I said, right now, how Tibbs is. He going to do what he do. But salute to Fabian, salute to the chat, JJ, Knicks Morning Brew in the building, Lynn in the building, John from Still Knicks fan in the building. Salute to all you guys, call Meg, everybody. Peace to the God of Allah. Appreciate y'all getting here, man. Knicks Real Talk. We in the building, man. We get ready to do this game day thing, man. Knicks going down to Washington, try to go out there and get this, invade the Capitol and come back with a W and move on to Detroit. Fly right out to Detroit tomorrow or tonight. And they got to play them on Sunday when Giants go in there up in Minnesota, run up in them boys on Sunday. So, let's hope the Knicks can win tonight, run up in Detroit on Sunday, then the Giants run up in Minnesota on Sunday. And we will have a great weekend in New York. So it's all good in New York fan base per se. But I'm looking forward to the game tonight for sure, man. After seeing RJ first game back the other day, got off to a good start. And like John said, got to tighten up that defense in the fourth quarter. And but you live and learn, man. You look at the film and see what you did wrong, and hopefully he can correct it and keep it moving. But overall, Jalen Brunson has been an animal for us. Right now, he cannot forget All-Star. Like, you got to put him up in the MVP conversation the way that he's playing basketball right now. The Knicks is winning. I mean, obviously Luka running away with it right now, and LeBron playing good basketball. But man, Jalen Brunson is on another level right now. Man, he is killing it in the month of January, and so you got to be happy about his production and every penny that we spent on him. He definitely got us where we want to be, and that just going to show since Stephon Marbury or whoever Jason Kidd or Derrick Rose first time around here. Ain't too many guys had an impact like that young man, he is really cooking, man. So salute to him. Julius Randle been cooking. I'm glad that, RJ came in. He didn't have to go out there so hard the other day because RJ came in. He had it going from the beginning of the game, which I do like about what Randle and Brunson them do. I like what the Knicks do. Like, whoever got the hot hand that night, if it's Randle or RJ or Brunson, they go at him. And they just, they sit back and let their man cook and let them eat. And then they say, and then when it's our turn to cook and eat, they do it. So you got to give Knicks credit for that. Like, Randle didn't need Randle production. I think I said that prior to the game. I was like, listen, either Brunson got it and RJ got it one night, or Randle and Brunson got it one night, or Brunson and RJ got it one night. So you always got them two guys who are going to kind of give you the chance to get them 20 points. And that's how it went down the other night. Jalen Brunson had 30-something, RJ had 20-something. So we didn't need Randle's point production. We just needed his other point aspects of his game.
16 rebounds.
Yeah, the rebounding and the defense. That's what we needed most tonight, and it worked out well. And we wound the way to close out that game 119 to 113. And but I do like the way them three gentlemen is playing for New York Knicks, man. They got skills. They all doing their thing. Ain't too many teams got three guys who average almost 20 a game. So and that's good production from your big three, man. And they really put it out there every night. One of them cats gonna give you 25 to 30. Lately, Jalen Brunson give me 30. So I'm happy with what's going down with that. Let's hope that they continue tonight and go down there and execute the game plan for that Tom Thibodeau put out there and take advantage of their injuries. So this, the Knicks supposed to win this game. This is not a game that the Knicks beat them because their players wasn't there. No, you're supposed to win this game anyway. You just supposed to win it, period. There's no justification for Knicks to lose that game tonight to me. And we've been playing pretty good on the road. So I do think that gives us a little bit of wiggle room there, man, because we're comfortable on the road right now. We've been playing good on the road. Let's hope we can maintain the shot power and see if we come out of Washington with a victory tonight.
Yeah, to piggyback of what you just said, Devon, the three players that you just mentioned, no tonight on voting is 3 times the what I think is 3 times the number that you pick or something like that. You vote for them and it's like 3 times for each player. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Randle is in 10th.
He was.
I think something like that, right? So he is pretty close. He is one of the alternates or whatever you want to call it. So let's get out there tonight and vote Randle in there, and let's see if we can get Randle. We need an all-star from our team. We're looking like a good team this year. We're 6th right now, and we need to have an all-star in there to represent the Knicks. Word on the street is Jericho Sims might be in the dunk contest.
Yeah. You see that video he had the other night, put his head up on the rim. I'm like, this cat's crazy, man. Insane. That would be nice. That would be real nice. I mean, I would love to see that. I would like to see him there and Obi be the one throwing him some alley-oops or throwing some help with some props or whatever. Let Obi help with some props, go in there and get it. That'd be nice. But let's see. Hopefully, he go in there and get it popping. But man, salute to the chat, man. That's where it's at. Everybody in the building, man. It's game day. Knicks Real Talk. Divine Shop House. We in the building. Knicks down in Washington, the nation's capital tonight, going down there to get it popping. Like I said again, looking forward to these cats going down there. I think with all the injuries they got, they don't have nothing for us. They ain't had no for us when they wasn't injured. I don't think. Bradley Beal nice, Porzingis nice, but the Knicks on the road and that defense we playing is pretty stellar. You know what I mean? So I think we pretty good out in that area, man. We're gonna get into the breakdown something with the Knicks. I want to put up something about the Knicks minutes guy, because as much as men we think these guys are playing, they're not really playing. You know what I mean? There's nobody playing over on the season. I think Julius Randle 34, 35, and RJ Brunson 33. So I want to get into that and look at some other things. But listen, man, let's get what's on the itinerary. We get back at it, man, and get back to the show, man. We're gonna bring the show on the itinerary tonight. We're gonna get it popping. You know how we do it. Knicks Real Talk, man. This was good. Here we go. So it's on tap for the night. Let's get it. Yeah, man. Salute, man. That you see what's on it. Y'all read all that on the end report, the scout report, and everything. Obviously, them guys are pretty decimated right there with their team. But I think KP is gonna. Jay said KP is in. I don't think he would want to miss that game. So appreciate that, JJ. So that means Mitchell Robinson and KP, as you see, who I had on the main features on the program, man. I had them cats dunking the ball, 2 7-footer will be going at it. KP can stretch the floor. It's gonna be a fun game tonight, man, from that perspective. So they do got their best score right now. He's averaging more than everybody on the team. I think 20 points per game. So Bill must not be really popping yet because he must be injured. But KP is really playing some good ball. He's surviving a lot of injuries. That was his Achilles heel. But we can't take it for granted. We know the kid got skills. But we was in New York, he was doing it. So he got skills. So we got to go out in there just definitely to fit him. Mitchell Robinson got to be in his bag tonight. Gives him. Other than that, I'm not worried about no other lineup. They got Chris Perkins, shoot. Kuzma obviously is a good player, but I don't think they can handle our big three. So I'm not too much concerned about that tonight. I think our big three go out there and eat tonight. RJ bully ball against them guys. Brunson bully ball all day. Brunson, I think Randall against Kuzma. That's gonna be a good matchup right there. So let's see, man. Let's hope that the Knicks take advantage of this right here tonight. Shop out to win that game and get on up out of there.
Yeah, true indeed with that one, Divine. And salute to you, JJ. You are right. I seen the same. If I'm not mistaken, the comment where he was talking about how when he was playing with the Knicks and how he played with the Mavericks, and how he shot down. Oh my gosh, how to forget this guy's name? Chicago coach. That was all. Leon Rose. What's his name?
Who's that?
The coach from Chicago that was our Leon Rose.
The coach from Chicago who was
the coach with Jordan and all them. Freaking I can't think of
Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson. My goodness, man, I'm off tonight. But yeah, he also said something about Phil Jackson and about Phil Jackson as well. So good player, you know what I mean? But I think we're gonna go down and eat on him tonight too, you know what I mean? Mitch has his hands full tonight because he's gonna have to really play on the perimeter tonight with Porzingis. And Porzingis is he can rebound too. So that's one of the good matchups that I'm gonna watch for tonight, you know what I mean? And also, but I just think our guys are ready, man. They're starting to get with it. We're starting to win a couple of games that we should win. We not all the way there yet, you know what I mean? But this league is a crazy league because it's not like per se the 90s when it was grinded out, banging the hole, scoring the hole. Your 3-point, the way you would make 3 points is get a foul and one. This league these days, man, is no lead that is out of touch, man. 25 points. We talked about it. I've seen 25 points, but when the team starts to execute and the way guys are shooting the basketball these days, no lead is really out of the spectrum. So, but with that being said, Bill's out tonight. I think we should have a very interesting game tonight, man. And kudos to Quentin Grimes. I think he's going to come out tonight and have another good game as well.
Yeah, he's been playing real well. But yeah, like you said, man, just to piggyback off that lead thing, you know what? I see the stat the other day. You know, people think like Knicks might be one of the worst team that blowing leads, and they're actually not. They down like below 15 below. It's about 15, 16 teams blow more leads than we do. But here's what people probably got to understand. If you got a 20-point lead, check it out. Somebody come down on the other team and hit a 3. You come down and miss the ball. You miss your shot. They come out and hit another 3. You already cut it to 14. That's, you know, it's like a span of like 50, like a 1 minute almost, not even. And that's like Tom Thibodeau said, hey, no lead is safe when you scoring like that, man. Because like I said, literally, you got a team who can knock down 3 like Indiana. We had them cats up like, but you know what they could do? They come down, knock down 2, 3. Buddy Hill knock down 1. Somebody else knock down 1. Next thing you know, that 20-point lead is down to 14. A couple of possessions later, it's down to 10. Now they're back in the game. And that's how the whole league is, man. It's not only the Knicks. It's just that's the way the 3-point era is. It's like now, you know, you can knock down a couple shots and kill momentum real quick. So, you know, what I expect the Knicks for on the other game the other night, even though they cut that thing to 2, they did not let them get in front of them.
They did not relinquish that lead. That's what's up.
That's big. You know, that's big because you got to have that type of you had to have that type of effort when it comes to this league nowadays because of the way they get back in games and how they can score at will like that sometimes. And it's not only the Knicks, it's just everybody. It's the way the NBA is. You know, like you said, this ain't the 90s basketball where, you know, it's, you know, everybody 2 ball and knocking you around and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Different. You know, you can't touch a player a certain way. I mean, like I was watching that game last night, chop real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we get back to the Knicks, Luka and the Lakers and the Mavericks. For the life of me, I don't understand how you can't block Luka jump shot. I mean, it seems like you know he about to pull up in that fade back. I was like, man, but he turned that game around so fast against the Lakers last night, sent it a double time, man. So I mean, like you said, man, the lead is tough, man. It's tough to hold them lead, but we just got to get a little bit better at it. And I don't know. I would love to see Tibbs try to do like they used to do back in the day. Like, you know, you need a defensive stop, put the defense player in there, take your offensive player out, at least for that one particular, you know, play. And but I guess because of the certain types of timeouts that they're not allowed to have nowadays, he might don't want to burn his timeout. Because at the same time, I'll be like, listen, you need to take this guy out if this cat going. Even Jalen Brunson, if you know you need to stop, take Jalen Brunson out and put him quickly in Grimes or McBride for at least one play. Then when the offense side come back, you bring them back in there. Now I know maybe that might be one of the things I think a lot of people might be thinking about when Tibbs does the way he played, but you know, at the same time, the man got us playing some pretty good basketball. So it's just hard to say that we winning games. And regardless of, you know, you play who in front of you. But, you know, we've been injured just like everybody else this year. You know, we lost Grimes at the beginning of the season. We lost Mitchell Robinson. We lost RJ. We lost Brunson. Only one player pretty much consistent and healthy with Julius Randle. You know what I mean? And so, you know, just like the other teams, man, when you lose your players, next man up, and they got to come to play. But, you know, we had our share of injuries, and, you know, we still was able to weather the storm. So I'm kind of happy that, you know, we did all that. We still in contention to be in the 6th spot, just trying to avoid that playing tonight will be good because you got the Pacers and the Hawks going at it tonight. You know, I think the team we got to watch out for the Miami Heat. You know what I mean? So, you know, they're right there on our heels, so you know how good they are. But overall, I think this team has been, you know, for the year, you can't complain. 23-19. We let some games get away. Chicago game missing free throws. The Dallas game, Luka Doncic gets a rebound with a tip in the percentage, you know, to tie the game up. So, you know, we gave away quite a few games this year just because of, you know, certain type of plays that happened in there, like the Chicago game, as we all know. There's no way, you know, you got Braylon Brunson and Quentin Grimes got a chance to hit 4 free throws and they miss them, and obviously they win the game. So things like that happen. You know what I mean? No excuses. It is what it is. But tonight is a different story. I think Knicks go out there, shot power to straight up put it to these cats and get up out of there.
Yeah, you know, a couple of games ago, we were looking at Brunson. He was missing a whole lot of free throws. He is, I think, 17 in a row now, 18 in a row. So kudos to him to getting his rhythm back in order. Brunson has changed the way the Knicks have played basketball this year, and a point guard that can score the basketball, that can rebound somewhat, and definitely get you high assist count is where we need it to be, man. And it makes the rest of the team looks a little different. Well, with that being said, sometimes the whole team goes into this ISO mode. RJ goes into it, Randall goes into it, Brunson goes into it. You know what I mean? And it. The one thing that I did like the last game is we got back to over 20 assists, and I believe that's another thing that we have to start back getting into. In the beginning of the games, when we were going on that 8-game run that we had, we were about 24 to 26 assists a game, and I think that's where we need to be a little bit more. It is so hard to scheme for a fourth quarter when you got a team that is coming back and is getting hot. But if we could withstand the storm last game, I think tonight we should go out and try to really punch these guys in the mouth. I mean, like punch them right in the mouth.
Yeah. I agree, man. I think we should go in there and this is one of the games where it shouldn't be no trap game. The KP in the building, so what? I think the Knicks still go in there, and I think they go in there and handle their business tonight. I just think that we on that type of grind right now. We looking good, man. Other than that game we let get away the other day, we would have had 5 in a row, but we looking good right now. You know what I mean? Ain't no too much you can say, man. They clicking on all cylinders. Offense playing pretty good right now. They've been playing pretty decent the whole year. Our defense really have picked it up. They pretty much top 10 across the board in all stats in NBA this year. So ever since Tom went back to that 9-man rotation, they've been winning. 14-6. And you can't be mad at that. So let's hope we continue tonight, man. We just need to be a good win tonight, 24-19. We can get to there. Like I said, Miami 23-20. The Pacers got the same record we got. They got the Hawks tonight in Indiana, but they don't have Halliburton for a while, so we don't know how that's going to affect the way they play. But we got to worry about who we got. We got our major players back the other game, RJ Barrett. So like I said, he went out 7 to 8 games, something like that. Shaq Howard, like, and the Knicks, we went through. You can see what we went through without him. And much people might harp on RJ, but you see how important he is to this team. When he went down, I think we lost quite a few games that day because much as we might harp about our bench, we don't got a strong bench in New York. We don't. Now that RJ came back quickly, make it a little bit more stronger. And hopefully Obi get in the rhythm. But prior to when he went down, there wasn't nobody in the bench because we had to use Amina quickly in the starting lineup. And they left Deuce Bride, Gerald Sims, Harkenstein, Evan Fournier. Come on. That against a lot of teams, you ain't gonna get too much done in the second unit with that. So it showed it really ugly had the game we lost. All 3 of them had 3 points. 3 points apiece. Fournier, Sims, and Harkenstein only had 3 points.
Yeah.
That let you know that bench ain't stellar as people think it is. So, but hopefully we get to rectify that before the trading deadline come. Bring a couple of pieces in here to strengthen that bench up and make it a little bit more formidable. So we do get in that playoff and everything. We can go in there and have a little bit more soldiers with us to go to war with, man. And I think we should be all right. So I'm pretty good with where we at right now. We just got to keep winning. The name of the game is win. I ain't worried about the individual stuff. At the end of the night, I want to see a W. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just want to see a W on the board, man. I ain't worried about who scored what or who didn't do good in the game. If the Knicks win the game, that's all I care about. Right now, I'm keyed in on wins or losses, man. The Knicks get to the playoffs, man, and like the almighty 4th seed, I think this time it's going to be a different story, though. I think this time when they get to play a playoff this year, it'll be a different story. Not like the one against Atlanta where we didn't have Mitchell Robinson and a lot of them young guys with deer in the headlights. You know what I mean? I think now we got a former point guard. We got a Julius Randle playing like the way he played that year. All they done matured over 2 more years since that time happened. Quentin Grimes, he wasn't even there. You know what I mean? Quickly was there. That was his rookie year, him and Obi rookie year. But now Quentin Grimes is here. Quickly done got more mature. Obi got more mature. So this time around, I think the playoffs will be much different than it was in 2020-21. Let's hope that these cats come out here tonight and just add on a win to it so we can try to hurry up and get there.
Yeah, no question about that, man. That second unit is suffering. And what I'm hoping for as a Knicks fan, now that we got IQ back into the second unit, that Obi starts to project. I hope that Deuce McBride starts to project. And I would like to see Sims in there. That is our 2021 summer league special right there. So I think those guys know each other pretty well, can really put things together. And I think that's where we need, when we were in the beginning of the season, when the second unit was smoking. It was like in the top 10 in scoring in second units and stuff like that. But right now we're lacking. Like you said just a few seconds ago, that one of the games that we had, the second unit, the Evan Fournier 3 points, Ihard no points, Deuce McBride 2 or 3 points. We need nice amount of numbers from those guys. So let's see if OB can come back in here and start projecting himself, see if he can start getting back to maybe 8, 10, 12 points a game. Let's see if IQ is still going to get about 25 minutes a game. So let's see if he could get in there and start keeping that 16, 17, 18 points a game. I'm waiting for Deuce to erupt, man. I don't know what it is or why he's not, but I'm waiting for him to erupt because we need to get him somewhere close to 12, 13 points a game. You know what I mean? So slowly but surely, let's see what happens. We're all healthy right now. And let's do it, man. Let's get it, man, because tonight is a game that project to, as I look at the lineups, we should win this game tonight.
Yeah, no question. Yo, salute to the chat. Soul Finger, LA in the building. Frank Matto, salute. Everybody, man, salute to the chat. That's where it's at. JJ, Robert, everybody, man, run them up with a thumbs up. Knicks will talk. Game day, we in the building. Divine Shaw Powers. Knicks down there in Washington, man, at the nation's capital, about to get it popping in about a half hour, 45 minutes. So we here at the game day, man. Just to answer your question real quick, let me answer this question. You said, I think JJ, we put Randall on Kuzma. I think Randall got to play Kuzma if that's the 4 spot for them. I just got to throw Randall on. Randall got the body to deal with him. Randall's a little rough rider, so I think he can bang a little bit more than Kuzma. Kuzma's got skills though, but I think Randall's a banger, so I think you might get and throw him on there. And then Frank Matos asked me, let me give Frank's to it. I want to miss that. The big player. That's a good question. Frank, I don't know who's going to be available out there. A top guy to get here, but I'm comfortable with the way this team at, man. Even if we just get a couple of guys to get on that second unit, just to bolster that bench, because that's where I probably got 3 guys dropping 20 points a game. I'd rather have 3 guys dropping 20 points a game than 2 guys dropping 30. That prime example, the Brooklyn Nets last night. No KD. Kyrie didn't have it. They lost. Granted, they played Boston. Boston didn't even have Jaylen Brown last night. But that's why I think it's more important that we got 3 guys that literally on any given night could drop 30. I'd rather have that going 4 for us than having 1 or 2 players that's, for prime example, Bradley Beal, poor thing is now Bradley Beal is down. See, I mean, you know what I mean? So I kind of like the way we got it set up where no matter what, we got 2 players on any given night going to give us 20 to 30 points. And I think that's we just got to boost that bench. If we don't get a top player, we got to boost that bench, And I think guys like what's his name, Trent Jr., Kuzma, if he willing to, he ain't have no choice to be coming to play off the bench because that starting lineup is pretty much locked in. Guys like that, we talk about Eric Gordon. We talk, hey, I know they ain't gonna get rid of Buddy Hield, but man, could you imagine Buddy Hield on the Knicks right now? You know what I mean? Buddy Hield, you still got guys like Terrence Ross down there. That Terrence Ross down there. Orlando, you still got Mo Bamba. If you want to move out Harkenstein and let Mo Bamba back up Mitch, you got a lot of good. Knicks got a lot of ways they can go with this thing. They talking about Michael Beasley. Might be available if they decide to do that thing in Utah. Mike Beasley could knock him down. So it really be interesting how it goes. Yeah, Frank, I agree with you in a sense. I just think that we're not going to get him in the trade market. That's going to be all season type of like the Levines of the world and any one of the number 1 guys you're talking about. I think that might be in the all season. I don't think they get that. Yeah, Booker and all guys. I think that's traded deadline. I think that's all season moves for the Knicks. But I think for the playoffs this year, go get a couple of cats, man. Like I said, Kuzma's contract is off the books. You got guys out there who got aspiring deals that's coming off the books, and they can help us just for these last 30, 40 games. And then at the end of the season, you let them go their way or whatever. Then we could reevaluate that the big guy you're talking about, one of the major dudes in the off season. But I don't know if any of them get moved right now because a lot of them guys' teams in playoff contention. A lot of them cats fighting for something. So I don't know if you're going to see a lot of moving and shaking with the big names. Only big name I can see that happening maybe is I'm only guessing because of the way it's going down in Utah. Not Utah and Minnesota's Cat. He just got a big bag. They ain't playing too good down there. So, you never know what happened. They aside Rudy Gobert and all this crap, and that ain't going the way it's going. But I could definitely see a guy coming in here who could do that. But I do like this team, though. I like the way they play basketball, man. And like I said, Miami, the Knicks kind of make me think of Miami. It's Jimmy Butler and then some other good cats like Bam Adebayo and so. That's how the Knicks made me think of Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, RJ, and a bunch of good players. Like Miami don't even have a superstar down here. I don't even consider Jimmy Butler a superstar. I think he's a star, and them cats they still be balling. You know what I mean? So I think it's all about the team thing. And hopefully we can put it together, man, and find what to do to make it happen. But I do think we pretty much right there though. Shop how whatever way to go, we're right there. So let's hope that we just keep winning to get to the playoffs. And hopefully, God coming here with the Knicks get somebody who can help us get over the top a little bit pretty soon.
Yeah, no question about that, man. I'm liking, some vets to put us into that second unit. Eric Gordons of the world. Maybe this guy might go somewhere else, but Crowder, the Crowders in the world and stuff like that. Yep. People that can come in. Are battle tested, ready to play some basketball, not a long contract, and they know what they're here for, and to see what happens to elevate this team. You know what I mean? And the second unit really needs some scoring. You know what I mean? And Eric Gordon can score. Crowder can score. He can shoot the basketball. So we need some players. I mean, those are the players that I would like to see now. Bigger trades like. We talked about, the Bookers of the world and all that stuff. That'll probably be off season in 23. 23 is going to be a real primetime year. These guys that we have on the team right now are fully auditioning for something. And I mean, Obies, the IQs, the Deuces, and so on and so forth. These guys are building their stock and and make it easier to include these guys in the trade with the type of play that they have been playing this season so far. So let's get it tonight, man. I'm not Kreskin and I can't read no minds and nothing like that, but I think tonight should be a good win for us and a little bit of a big lead to win the game.
Yeah, real talk. I agree. I think this definitely should be one of them games. And I want to talk about this here real quick, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat. I just want to throw up these numbers, Shop Howard, and let's kind of look at what we were talking about for the Knicks players so far for the year. If we look at Julius Randle, and we're really more interested at the minutes. 35 minutes a game. RJ only 34. Brunson 33. Quentin Grimes 29 minutes, basically quickly close to 27. Mitch Robinson close to 27. Obviously, Cam Reddish he not playing, so that's relevant. Hartenstein 18 minutes, Fournier 8. But the big, I understand why people probably harp on these numbers, but that's still not bad. They not in the high echelon of all the players who got a lot of minutes, other than the last games. But when you look at what we got down here, it's tough to say I could take RJ, Randall, or Brunson now, and one of these guys is going to give me close to what they can give him. I mean, they don't. McBride minutes is picking up a little more. So I think that's just so interesting. I can understand why, when we get in a tight game, he don't even count because he's not playing. Hartenstein, he not Mitchell Robinson. Evan Fournier not playing. So Obi Toppin, he just getting back. And, he getting 16 minutes a game. And still, so I can understand why in certain type of game when we playing against Creme de la Creme team Tibbs try to go with what he got here. That's my analogy. My thinking why Tibbs go with RJ, Randall, and all of them so much because that's their best players. And he always been like that. He believes his best players should be on the floor in certain times. And so it's pretty tough to judge that. But the 3-point number that I was really also looking at was 33. Randall and RJ need to get that up there. Look at Brunson numbers and look at Quentin Grimes numbers. And obviously where's Quickly numbers at Quickly. So Quickly, RJ, and Randall need to really get that up a little bit more over league average. And if they can get that over league average, then I think that this is going to be a pretty dangerous team once Quickly get up over league average. RJ and Julius Randle get up over league average shooting the three ball. I think that's going to make a big difference in this team offense production even more. So let's hope that RJ started off good coming back off that injury the other day. So let's hope that he can continue shooting the way he shot the other night. But just some things that stand out to me is that their numbers for the 3-point line and the minute distribution I'm not too concerned about. I think Tibbs doing what he got to do with the amount of talent that he has. So and I think that's what it really boiled down to him. But I think the Cats is all right though. My rebounding numbers, they pretty decent for a team perspective. But Randall, the one bringing it, obviously Robinson got 9. He almost doubled it, man. I want to see him get there. But Robinson, I want to see him get to that double category. And I think he's gonna get there eventually. As the season keep progressing and everything like that. So we just gotta hope that he stay healthy and get it popping there, man. But him and Randall is our guys. Them two guys, there's 20 rebounds between them. Harkenstein giving you 6 rebounds, which is not bad. RJ giving you almost close to 6. And our guards rebounded pretty well. You're getting 3 out of Quentin Grimes, 4 out of Quickly. Jalen Brunson giving you 3.5. So that's not bad. Our guard is rebounding pretty well as well. So I'm really happy about that, man. That the numbers, it's just a 3-point number. We got to get up there, shot power. I think once we do that, we should be good to go from there on out. Yeah, you're muted, brother.
Yes, we are. We are a good team, man, and we have talent on this team. And with the stats that you have on the screen, good stats. You know what I mean? Yeah, we could pick up a little bit more in the 3-point range and stuff like that. But the rating for this is this for the whole year now, right? For the whole season, right? Yeah. So you see since 20 games in, their percentages has gone up. So and eventually as they keep going on and keep doing the things that they're doing, they will continue to move forward and stuff like that. I mean, I'm liking what we're doing right now. There's some, there's always some yin to a yang. You know what I mean? You as a fan, you sit back and you see different things, and you wish that it could happen and stuff like that. But overall, right now, who thought that we would be right now 6th place right now with an over 500 record and almost could possibly have 2 All-Star players in the All-Star, maybe 3 in the All-Star game, coming up in February.
Yeah, real talk. I think so far, I like I said, I had him running for 45. I think I said shot power this year.
Yes, sir.
I had him running 45. I thought the acquisition of Jalen Brunson made this team much better than it was last year and better than the team that took us to the playoffs the year before. So everything that I expected from the beginning of the season pretty much is where it's at. I can't say that I thought we could have even been better with this for like Quentin Grimes coming into the season not here because of the foot injury. Mitchell Robinson losing 10 games. Like I said, we lost RJ and these guys. We had injuries that really affected what we was doing. Like any other team, like the Brooklyn Nets without KD affected them last night, or LeBron and without AD. Not saying our players are them. That's how important they are to our team. So when you miss key components to your team, you want to win some games. Like listen, without RJ, we lost 4 games in a row. Because he's important to our team. You know what I mean? And now that we got him back, we won 1 in a row. So it's a lot of variables to this stuff, man. It's not feelings and emotions. There's a lot of variables to it. Right now, the other night, listen, it's a team thing, man. No matter what we think about any player, it's all about the team. It ain't about one player per se. One team don't win. One man don't win no basketball game. He can be a player, make the role in it, but he don't win it. You know what I mean? He's just a part of it. And when we got a group of guys that's savvy, they gritty. When they want to play Jalen Brunson, the acquisition is amazing. What this man doing right now for the New York Knicks, he earned every penny of his money, and should nobody even question it. You know what I mean? RJ having a, like I said, 4th year in the league, just going in this literally his 4th season, and from he getting better as he get older. You know what I mean? From 14 to 17 to 20, and maybe could be 21 and 22 this year. He's shooting the free throws better than he did last year. So these guys is working. You know what I mean? And right now we sit in the 6th in the Eastern Conference. What can you ask for? The Knicks is a 6th in the East, 23-19. When a lot of us thought the Knicks was going to be, not a lot of us, I didn't. They thought we going to be a 37-win team. It ain't over yet, But I don't see that happening. I think the acquisition of Quentin Grimes, shortening that rotation, letting people get into a rhythm, not play for 5 minutes and take them out. No, you got to get into a rhythm. So rhythm means you got to have time. And I think Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, R.J. Barrett, Mitch, and these cats got a rhythm going, and it's just good to see. So let's hope it can continue tonight, which I think we should go out there and smash these guys without no Bradley Beal. Maybe Porzingis going to play, no Monte Morris. I mean, they got injuries out there. Gafford, you know what I mean? So we should go out there and really get these cats the business tonight. You're supposed to beat a team like this tonight. It ain't that we beat them without it. No, you're supposed to beat them tonight. This is a game the Knicks are supposed to win handily tonight, and we're a good road team. So I think it is what it is. I think we go in there tonight and dominate the cats in the next capital and get up out of there. Obviously we want to see what Porzingis is going to do with Kyle Kuzma. You can't take no team for granted. I don't care. They still NBA ball players, but tonight they still NBA ball players. You know what I mean? And they got skills. You know what I mean? Chris Burke can shoot the ball pretty good from out there. Much as we don't see Denny Avila on a regular basis, but the young man got some talent though. You know what I mean? Their record ain't too bad. They right there in the play-in area. You know what I mean? So you never know what happened. But tonight we ain't gonna take it for granted. We can go there and smash them boys tonight and get up out of there and go to Detroit on playoff Sunday for the New York Giants. So I'm looking for a doubleheader Sunday. But we got to take care of business tonight, shot pal. Go in there and beat these cats and then let's see what happens after that.
Yeah, start off well. You know what I mean? Control the pace. When you're ready to run with the ball, run on this team. If we could push it out and get out and run, we've been some kind of doing a pace style run, but we're getting beat in the last couple of games in fast points, fast point buckets. You know what I mean? So we're more diverting to more of a half court team style of basketball. So we need to maybe tweak it a little bit, get a little bit more rebounds, push the ball out, get into the rhythm of the flow, and get to the basket. With RJ coming back, hopefully we could do a little bit more of that. The pace makes the fast break points more, and it also increases. I believe it also helps to increase the assist ratio as well. So you get the ball out, you give the ball to the man right by the rim, he scores the basket, assist. So let's see what we can do with that, man. But overall, half court game, we are dominating, and we are still against majority of the teams that we play. We control the paint. So let's see if we can continue to do that and get out to that 3-point line and defend some 3-point shots.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, just to piggyback off of Frank Mopper. Yeah, Frank, I do that in a heartbeat, brother. Because obviously you're gonna have to sign Obi. Cam gonna need an extension. McBride, it is what it is. So man, to bring OG down here, that's huge right there, man. He plays Tom Thibodeau type of basketball. First of all, he's a defender. He got a little outside shot to him. I'd be willing to take him and Gary Trent Jr. in a package deal. If you can unload Fournier and all these guys, you get Gary Trent and Anunoby from them and bring them two down here to put them on the Knicks in the second unit, it's a wrap, bro. I'm trying to tell you quickly. Gary Trent, Anunoby, whoever going to be at the 4 backup, and Harkenstein or Sims, I'm good with that. Real talk, man. That would be a nice. That's a solid squad right there. I think we definitely could battle just about anybody with them two cats coming down here. So you never know what's going to happen if anything happened at all. But I do know we got to boost this team a little bit more to give us a little bit more. Maybe another guy or two to give us some firepower to really to boost our bench. I love our start lineup. I think everything works there. Quentin Grimes at the 2 spot. His defense is well. Listen, we can say what you want about Halliburton the other night, but he put Halliburton in a donut the other night.
Facts.
Listen.
He put clamps.
That boy in a donut last night.
He put clamps on him.
Yeah, he did. I was like, listen, that's why that cat is so. I see why they believe in this young man. That young man gonna be special. He's gonna be good, bro. He fit the mold of a basic 2 guard in the NBA for a long time. He got the tenacity on the defense. Once I think he's an underrated playmaker, distributor. So he got a lot of things going for him, man. And that's what keeps me so optimistic about the Knicks is that you got a guy who, like, like last year. Let me say this point out, passing shot. See, last year it was Randall, RJ, Fournier, and excuse me, Kemba Walker, right? The problem with that was last year they all needed the ball. See, Quentin Grimes don't necessarily need the ball. You give it to him, he's gonna make it happen. But like my man needed the ball. All the cats, RJ needed, Randall needed. I mean, different monster with Brunson. You know, he needed, but he also doing things that Kemba Walker just can't do. You know what I mean? So I like Quentin Grimes. I think he fits that he's the perfect fit. Him and Mitchell Robinson fit that starting lineup because they don't draw a lot of
demand the ball. I know, yeah, Devon.
There you go, demand the ball. Yeah, so let's hope that this thing keep going, man. Salute to my man Ron and salute to Ron, still Knicks fan in the building. Appreciate you coming in. May 4th in the building. West Coast Knicks, Will Cruz, the chat is where it's at. E. Gibson. Like I said, Knicks down in Watson tonight, man. In a few minutes to get it popping against the Wizards, man, the nation capital. Let's go down there and get this W, man, and get the 24-19 looking pretty good moving forward, man. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe, man. Run them up with the thumbs up. We in the building. Knicks will talk game day. I'm looking forward to it tonight. I think Jalen Brunson goes off because I don't think his opponent is going to be that good. I think the matchup I would like to see is Corey Kispert and Quentin Grimes. I think Quentin Grimes puts the clamp on that man tonight because, you know, he's pretty much just a primary. He's just a shooter, you know, a deep shooter. I think Quentin Grimes puts Corey Kispert in the donut tonight. I think RJ Muchamora is pretty decent. He could ball, but I think our big three go out there and get it tonight. I mean, I think Kuzma, KP, and Muchamora might be their big guys tonight, but I think we go out there and get popping tonight, though. We said Thad Young. I don't have a problem with Thad Young. I like Thad Young. Thad Young is a grab. I love his savviness, his better, his toughness. He underrated skill in the basket, especially with that hook shot around there. He's a underrated guy, man. I like Thad Young. I don't have a problem with him whatsoever. If the Knicks get him in the bench, man, that'd be a nice piece to pick up. He don't cost a lot. So that'd be a good move by the Knicks. Either I love Obi, but you can take him, dudes, Cam Fournier, yeah, absolutely. Hey, it ain't about the name on the back, it's about the name on the front. And right now, Anunoby would fit good in New York, man. I gotta say that, man. I think you get him down there. I think that'd be really impressive to put on that bench at the power forward spot behind Jules, or he can come in at the three behind RJ. So I think it would really be interesting, man. And hopefully we be able to pull one of these guys up. I'm big on Gary Trent. I'm big on him. He's one of my favorite ones. He's my sleeper, Gary Trent. Uncle Fulio was popping. What's good, Uncle Fulio? Controversy in the building. What's good, brother? He said, please get out and vote your guys in the All-Star game. MLK and Obama told us to vote. We are doing it. You know what, man? That's why. So you know, it trips me out, Uncle Fulio. You know, we get on our players so much. You know, I'm like, that's
and
why
we're not even supporting them.
Right. That's why and I think that's got a lot to do with it. You know, like, don't even go on Twitter, bro. I mean, Knicks can win the game and somebody got to critique something. And I'm like, you know, our fan base, we throw darts at our players so much. Now we see why the vote ain't there. You know what I mean? Because we don't. Some of us don't appreciate these Knicks players, man. But we always critiquing everything they do, you know. And the next thing you know, that's why nobody not voting because they're so negative about them. You know, I'm like Derrick Rose and Kyle Kuzma and all these guys have more votes than Jalen Brunson, Randall, and RJ. Because you think about it, we always critiquing our players and smashing them, man. You know, we always smash, and that's why I'm like, listen, I try to keep it 100, man. You got to support these dudes, man. I mean, we you know, because we definitely supported it. We on all these podcasts, we on all these, you know, we hold the Knicks up, but we kind of tear our players down. It's all right to critique them, don't get me wrong. We know, but some of them be throwing darts at these dudes. I'm like, for what? You know, like,
God, they be throwing straight whole freaking grenades at them and stuff like that. The one thing I noticed, I mean, you know, I'm a Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan for a long time, man. And when we are like the biggest fan base per se in the NBA right now. You could go like tonight when you go to Washington, you're gonna hear the Knicks being cheered like they're in the Garden almost. You know what I mean? So with that being said, we like you said, we critique our guys sometimes for the wrong reasons. Mm-hmm. And some people don't like certain players, so now they're not going to get the vote, but you want to represent the team. You know, is that fair? You know, that's your option. That's your opinion. Is it fair? I'm since I've downloaded the thing, I voted for. I started with our three guys, Randall, RJ, and Randall, RJ, and Brunson. Now I put a whole five. I put the whole starting lineup. Every so often I do change it up. I'm not, you know what I mean. Every so often now I change it up. I either go IQ or Grimes. You know what I mean. But aside from that, I'm putting the whole starting unit in there now. You know, Mitchell Robinson, all that. And you know what I mean? These are our guys. And tonight is a 3-for-1 if you vote. So make sure that you get out there tonight, get on NBA.com and go learn how to vote, man. Vote, man. It's not too many days left. Vote as many times as you can. Right now we are from what I've seen, if I'm not mistaken, I think Randall is number 10 right now. So we definitely have to do some things to try to help Jalen Brunson get in there. Could you imagine the New York Knicks having two players in the All-Star game? You know, Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson, and Jericho Sims in the dunk contest. If you haven't seen it yet, go on. What was it on NBA Live or whatever it was, and watch how Jericho Sims almost cut his head off with the rim. How he jumps. Sheesh. I mean, let's get it tonight, man. We need to, you know, vote, man. I understand how people feel, but these are our guys. You know what I mean? And you know, yeah, do I give it to Evan Fournier a lot? Yeah. But if Evan come out there and have a good game, I'm gonna big him up just as quick as I'm gonna take him down, you know what I mean? And I'll do the same thing to Julius Randle, I'll do the same thing to Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett. If they're not having good games, yeah, that's the time to critique them. If they're going out there and they're playing great defense and rebounding and not scoring, there's no need to really critique them, because like you said, Devon, we have three players on this team that can that's averaging about 20 points a game. You know what I mean? That's 60 points in your starting lineup. You know, usually games are only going to 110 points, so they are scoring half of your scoring, these three guys. So what we really do need to try to help us out is to bolster our bench. And I mean, we need to get some guys in there that we can get 10 points a night. You know what I mean? And we need about 3 or 4 of those guys that could get those numbers. We need to have, you know, I think we should try. I wish, as a Knicks fan, if we could have 5, 6 players in double digits a night. I mean, that can help us out a whole lot going forward. We don't have a problem scoring the basketball. Huh?
Yeah, 4. So start.
Right, we should do, because Grimes is right there, man. Grimes last couple of games, he's scoring like 15 points a game, and I thought he was going to be right around 15 points a game. So, you know, you look at that, that's 75 points in the starting lineup. You know what I mean? And you add the little 10 points that Mitch gave in there, that's 85 points in the starting lineup. You know what I mean? If we could stay consistent with those numbers, 10 points from Mitch, 15 points from Grimes, 20, 20, 20. That's 85 points, man. We just need some people on the bench, you know. So
one more person.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So, you know, we need some help on the bench right now. And if they can stay consistent and stay at those numbers, man, we're gonna be a hard team to beat, man. You know, and they're still figuring out. And let this be known too. I know I'm running them a lot, Devon, but excuse me. But right now we're seeing some of the best of Jalen Brunson. You know, Jalen Brunson, this is his come out year for the New York Knicks. This is the year that he's not behind Luka on the Mavericks. You know what I mean? And he is showing that he is a true point guard. Yeah. So let that sink in a little bit. And this is only his first year to really get acclimated with these guys. You know what I mean? Imagine another year or two down the line, and he really knows how to get up in the air, throw the ball behind his back, and Randall's right there to shoot the 3-pointer, you know, per se. You know what I mean?
Yeah, real talk. I want to make one point, and I get off the subject. I'm gonna tell you why it's so important for the All-Star game. When the newly a guy go to an All-Star game, he get to intermingle with the best players. I can see Randall Brunson now. Like, listen, they could be a KD or they could be whoever. Listen, man, we one play away. You know, come holler at your boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's hypothetically. This is all hypothetical stuff. Let's say the Dallas Mavericks don't put enough stuff around Luka Doncic in a couple of years. You might say I'm out of there. You know what I mean? He might say I'm out just because y'all ain't build no contender around me. I can imagine him and Jalen Brunson having a conversation at the All-Star game because they played together. They went to the Western Conference Finals together last year. That's why I want to see our guys in the All-Star game, because you get to be around the best players. You get to have conversations with these guys and pick their brain and see where their head is at. Because like I said, you believe it or not, the Knicks is really one solid player away from doing some damage with maybe a couple more guys on the bench. So I do think that if Jalen Brunson and Randall can get to the All-Star game, to be able to people, that means the Knicks is being noticed. You know what I mean, Shot Powers? You know, the Knicks is being seen all over the world on a one night where they got two players in there and they representing, and they kind of, that's a good look for the Knicks fan base. And like I said, you also got other players around there going like, damn, you know what? Julian and Randall made it. If I go there with them, I think we good to go. And I think that's why it's important to a degree to let people know that you got good players. You know, if you make the All-Star team, that means you good. Only so many people make the All-Star team. So if Brunson and Randall make the All-Star, I know that the fan voting thing is kind of crazy, but if they make the All-Star game, that means they making the Knicks noticeable, and they making us relevant, and then people gonna know, damn, you know what? They got two All-Star players down there. Damn, man, if I go there. So you know that's why I try to keep that in perspective. Like, you know what? Let's hope these cats can get in there and represent the Knicks, man. Represent New York with the orange and blue. Stay true to the orange and blue. And I think the Knicks. Yeah, we're go down there and represent the orange and blue at the All-Stars weekend. Then we'll come back here in the second half and get it popping. You know, we already in the second half. You know, and that's why I think it's really good to see that, man. But for us tonight is we open up a can of whipping tonight. Knicks going up in there to run up in them boys tonight. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if Knicks lose that game tonight, I'm throwing chairs up in this piece. I ain't even that wild.
I ain't even thinking about that. That's the last thing on my mind right now.
Right. I'm cool, calm, and collected, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Knicks go to do it out there and play. I want to see that KP and Mitchell Robinson matchup tonight. That's gonna be one of the best matchups on the floor tonight. Is that and that matchup right there, and that's why I kind of put them in an itinerary on the pregame thumbnail. I think that's going to be the matchup. KP and him. Randall and Kuzma going to be a good one. After that, Rudy going to try to do what he could do against RJ. But I think these cats come play tonight, Shot Power. I think we come out there with a victory. We get it popping. Listen, man, and let me put this out there real quick. I like him, E. Gibson. That's my man right there. Dylan Brooks, I take him all day. All day, E. Gibson. That brother got the grit to play in New York. Dalen Brooks he got dog in him. I love to see Dalen Brooks in New York, man. That's where I want Grimes to be that dude. And him and Grimes got that same type of game to me. So that should be interesting, man. But tomorrow night, guys, because of Sunday, we got a 1:00 game. Giants gonna be popping. I'm gonna come on and do the pregame tomorrow night, man. So if you guys are around, I know it's Saturday and everything, but I'm gonna come in the building tomorrow night. Me and Shot Powers, we're gonna do the pregame / postgame from tomorrow night, because Sunday it's gonna be crazy, man. Knicks at 1:00, Giants at 4:30. You know we gotta be locked in. It's big blue Sunday. The Knicks blue and the Giant blue Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go out. We owe Minnesota Vikings a butt whipping, man. We gotta go out there and get these boys the business. Real talk. They beat us on a 61-yard field goal about 3 or 4 games ago. Payback. It's the big payback. We got to go out there and get these cats, man. So I'm looking at Daniel Jones and the boys going up in there representing, man. So Sunday, just to make a long story short, me and Shot Powell will be in the building tomorrow night. You know, if everybody available, come on in, man. Come on in, and I'll open up the panel, guys. Soulfinger and everybody, man. Because the show was so short, we only did an hour because we about to get off in a minute, get ready to check the game out. But I definitely open up the panel to all you cats tomorrow, man. Y'all always welcome up in here. Y'all already know what it is. Frank Mounts got 119, 101. Hey, Frank Mounts, I'm going to up you one. I'm going to go 120 to 100. We'll go 120, 100. And I think Knicks go out there and smash these cats tonight. I don't think they got enough for us tonight. I really don't. So I think they go in and get a pop tonight, Shot Powers.
Yeah, push the pace, grab the rebounds, hit your free throws. I think the Knicks should have, for me as a Knicks fan, should have a comfortable win tonight. I'm also going to go big numbers. I'm going to go 118 to 98. I think we're going to keep this team under 100 points and, blow them out in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be fun. I think we're going to – this is what I like about tonight. I'm hoping happen tonight. We get a nice lead, and then you get to see Obi and all these guys McBride for a longer period of time. Jericho, absolutely blow these cats out, rest your starters, let Sims and McBride and them just get a little bit more burn, give them some rhythm, keep getting some rhythm. And that's why I think it's important that we go out there and smash these cats tonight, for we can get like our starters. Our starters shouldn't have to play over 30 minutes tonight if we go out there and handle our business the right way. And I think we will. And I'm gonna tell you, my man, hey Tim, I love you, brother, because you know what, Tim, you know how to keep this thing going, man. Real talk. Tim's new name is Mr. Johnny Bryant. But salute to you, Tim. Appreciate it, man. Tim gonna keep us on, keep us even kill with going the other way every now and then. But we appreciate that. You know how we do. Yeah, man. But I'm looking forward to a good game, man. Real talk, man. I think it should be a fun, exciting game. Knicks go out there, get these cats a business, get it over with. We go to Detroit Sunday. You know they want Wanabinamba or whatever his name is. So you know they looking for him. So now he will. He did it early this season. Will I think he did it early? He did it quite a few times when we were blowing people out. I mean, one game he didn't play none of them stars in the third quarter. So I think he did it quite a few times this year, man. But it's not so often that we never really blowing people out like that. You know what I mean? But I know it's a couple of times this year he did do it though. I mean, quite a few games when Randall and them had sat down. I think I see Randall already sit down the whole third quarter. And it was McBride and all these cats. So let's see, man. Let's hope that he can do that, man. And it'd be all right. Porzingis playing, are his ankles still attached? I don't know, Lewis Luck. It's a good question. I don't know his ankle to it. I tell you, man, that I like KP, man. I wish his brother could have stayed healthy and it would have worked out different in New York. But I tell you what, I don't got a problem with he on an expiring deal, ain't he? Let somebody tell me they're willing to bring KP back to New York for this playoff run. Bring him on. Bring all of we can do all the force we can use. So bring him on. I take him.
I hated on him too, but I take him too in a heartbeat. You telling me Porzingis gonna come back? Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, and think about what you could do with that rotation though. Let's say we want just hypothetically for a minute. With Mitchell Robinson, move Porzingis to a stretch 4. Move Julius Randle to the 3 for a minute, and move RJ to the 2 with Brunson.
Oh man, you talking about spacing? Sheesh,
man, you got 4 cats on the perimeter can knock it down, and Mitch got. I mean, it's like having Grimes. Don't get me wrong, but just imagine the size that you got down there. You got 2 7-footers at the 5 and the 4. You got a 6'9" at the 3, a 6'7", 6'8" almost at the 2, and you got Brunson. That's just crazy. I really would. So listen, it's all good. We can wish the dream all we want to, but I don't got no problem with KP coming back to New York for this 1 year. I really don't. And you get the money because it's gonna be an aspiring deal anyway next year. You're gonna move Fournier money and all Cam Reddish and all the guys' money. You got him for 1 year. And if you want to stay in Knicks, we can work out something. But you ain't gonna be no match. We can work out something. We give you a Mitchell Robinson deal to stay here for a couple more years. That's about it. I know that would be a wet dream, man, but we do. It is, man.
Oh man, the chat is on fire.
Oh man, that's why they always got a problem. We're gonna get out of here, man, so we can get into this Knicks thing tomorrow night. Y'all look for the notification, man. I'll throw the notification up on YouTube tonight or tomorrow morning. Y'all check us out. Let's get back in the building, man. Hopefully Knicks will be another game better. And like I said, watch out for that game tonight. Indiana Pacers and Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta is in Indiana without Tyrese Halliburton. They win that game. We win. We pick up a full game on them. Then we just got to contend with Miami after that. Miami will be like a half a game after us, man. So, yeah, I know he do, man. He let his brother them mess him up, man. He May 4th. That was his brother them. He let his brother them put all that in his head. I want to see him and Mitchell Robinson, man. I want to see him and Mitchell Robinson so bad. I like KP and Mitch. Oh my goodness, that would have been a nice front line because he's a stretch dude, like I said. That would have been it. You think KP gonna drop 40? Oh man, Tim is in the building. But listen, man, we gonna get out of here. Shaq, give me your last words, brother. Let's get out of here. Let everybody get ready to get into their thing, man.
Salute to the chat. That is where it's at. Y'all had me. If y'all see me looking starry-eyed, looking up, I don't look on the screen to read the chat. I look on my TV to read the chat, and y'all got my eyes fluctuating. You know what I mean? So salute to you guys, man. Like Devon said, he gonna put the link out there. Come back in here tomorrow, and let's chat it up about what happens tonight and what we're gonna do on Sunday morning. Right. And I mean, salute to you as always, Devon. My bag. Salute to you as always. Let's get it.
Yeah, Knicks Real Talk, Game Day, Divine, my brother from another mother, Shop Powers, be in the building. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Y'all had it going so much ahead tonight. I don't want to leave out nobody's name tonight, so I'm just going to say salute to the whole chat tonight. I got the Knicks going there, getting it popping, getting this game over with, win this game, get ready to rest them guys up, get ready to go down to Detroit on a matinee game. Smack them cats around and get ready to come go watch that Giant game, man. So salute to everybody, man. Y'all be safe, man, and all that good stuff, man. Let's watch these boys do what they do tonight. And we'll see you guys the next day. Thank y'all for coming in. We know we appreciate all y'all. Y'all make sure y'all run them up with the thumbs up, leaving out the door, man. Me and Shop Power here dropping these jewels up in here. Y'all know how we do. It's all good, man. Y'all enjoy it. We see y'all on the next one. Y'all enjoy the game, man. We holler at y'all tomorrow night, man. Peace, everybody.
Let's get it.
Time for Divine Shot, KJ events. This Real Talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knick shit, dripping in Knick shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks Real Talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. When I'm hearing that, you don't care for hyperbole, you straight fact. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, with the side. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Feeling tripping in 10 books. As they cook my game plan, and my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that the Knicks ain't always pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo when there's headspace that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's any Dexys on the court, looking pretty legit. I think true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like Star Divine to Mount Mars. Knicks Real Talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks Real Talk.
right here.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks Real Talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Knicks Real Talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.